talking about this case and the others I billboarded at the top of the show. Gabriel Sepulveda Sanchez is here. He is a trial attorney from Los Angeles. Here's something that kind of surprised me. And let me ask you about this, Gabriel. When we saw more of the body cam footage than I think we'd seen prior to trial, and that was as it plays out and we see the reaction of Kim Potter to what she's just done. There's no doubt it was tearing it up. She realized all of a sudden what she had done, and it wasn't like, whoops, that was too bad that happened. It was gut-wrenching. That, I think, helps the defense. What's your take?
Up in the sentencing phase, but when it comes down to just looking at the facts and whether that was a reasonable mistake, that's what the jury is going to be instructed to look at. And I agree with DeWitt on this. And as someone that is a seasoned law enforcement officer and someone even as a common sense gun owner or someone that handles firearms, you need to know which side of your waist is a taser on and which side is the which side that your firearm is on. That is an unreasonable mistake to pull out your taser, pull out your gun on accident and fire someone. Even if it was a mistake, it's not reasonable. I'm speaking as an attorney and a person that is a gun owner and a hunter. Gun safety, number one, that gun's always got to be on safety until you're ready to shoot and kill someone or destroy whatever you're intending to point the weapon at. And you got to know where your weapon is. You can't. That is just a grossly beyond human decency mistake to make. And I agree with DeWitt. Not only is this person should know better, but a basic out of the academy sort of officers should know that too. It's common sense. You don't make that type of mistake. That's unreasonable to do that.
Yeah, I think part of the defense struggle is that not only did she first make that mistake, but then going through I'm going to tase you, taser, 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 all of that playing out before she pulls the trigger, you would think would cause her to double check what she's holding in her hand. So let me ask both you guys, Gabriel and DeWitt, here's an argument. If Dante Wright realizes, I shouldn't have been driving, but I am. I have a warrant out relating to a former failure to appear on a weapons charge. Let me just, take my medicine, work this out through the system, put my hands behind my back, get in the car with the cops and go to the station. This doesn't happen. How's that argument? Let me ask you first, Gabriel.
I think it doesn't. I don't like that argument. First things first is that no matter what, if the person has a warrant, United States citizens have rights. It needs to be probable cause to pull that person over. And to use deadly force upon someone, you need to have a justification for it. I don't see any facts or hear any facts that this person was posing a reasonable threat to use deadly force upon him. They could have easily handled the situation if she properly used the taser, and she didn't. So I don't think it really matters. I think we have to look at everything leading up to that. Why he was pulled over and what transpired after that. 90% of the criminals out there, had they been, I'll take that back. I think at the end of the day, you need to look at why he was pulled over and what this could have been simply prevented. And it could have been handled if she would have just knew where her taser was and used that instead of pulling the trigger. So the fact that he had a misdemeanor weapons warrant out for his arrest and maybe he wasn't responsible or law-abiding citizen. There's nothing in the record that shows that this guy was a serious felon or a serious danger to the public.